I'm just going to ask you about you. So you're taking our ostriches, and you already have a lot of birds. What kind of birds do you have?
We have chickens. We have the micro chickens as well. The
Okay.
Saramas.
Yeah.
We have ducks.
Yeah.
We have, I think, 4 different breeds of ducks right now. We have 3 different breeds of turkeys.
So are you kind of like a crazy chicken lady, sort of? Could I just call you that? And there's nothing wrong with that.
More like a psychotic bird lady.
Psychotic bird lady. That's the funniest thing.
We have pheasant.
Oh my gosh.
Pheasant. We have quail.
Tell me you don't have guineas.
We have guineas.
Oh, they're the most hated.
We raise guineas. We actually have some of the more rare colors of guineas.
Oh Lord. You got noisy roosters.
Yeah.
And you like that? They don't drive you.
80-something roosters.
Oh.
Rescue roosters because nobody wants them.
No, I would absolutely agree with nobody
we also
wants
have
them.
pigeons.
You are a psychotic bird lady.
We have goats.
And your name is Amanda.
Yep.
Awesome.
We have snakes.
My friends, today is the day we say goodbye to our beloved Charlie and our sweet Susan. Sweetie, can you look at me? They're both mad at me. They did not want to be loaded up into a trailer. They like living here. But everyone knows that we've been looking for a while for them to have a great home. And we finally found a really nice one. And they're going to be very happy there. We love you, sweetie. Daddy loves you so much and always will. And we're going to get a lot of updates on how they're doing. You still mad at me? He did not like to be loaded. He did not want to be loaded. All right, we're very blessed to have got a great home for them. All right. Well, there goes our sweet Charlie and Susan to a bird sanctuary where there's going to be a lot of roosters. All I heard were 80 roosters. When I heard 80 roosters and that she likes guineas, that's when I stopped listening. And no, we're happy for them. So happy for them. So this is our first afternoon feed up without Charlie and Susan. And we miss them. They have made it back to their new home and they're doing great. And if you want to hear something crazy, Susan has already laid her first egg. Well, good morning, folks. Lester here, and I want to thank you for joining me this morning as we do a pasture cleanup. This is where we had all of our cows for the last 2 weeks. And even though they are gone over to the new property, what they left behind is quite the mess. I will save you all of the details, but this pasture is it's in dire need of a serious cleanup. I'm going to grab Jamie's tractor, that's a smaller tractor, and begin to rake and push everything into a pile that I can burn, limbs, old hay, whatnot, and then take my drag and spread everything around. What we want to do is get this loafing shed ready for our goats. They need hay, fresh hay inside there with them for the colder nights. They also need a pasture that's clean and free of all of the mess left behind, from the cows. So you guys join us. Well, I promise. Look at that pasture in the background. Isn't that just the most beautiful thing ever? Let me get my face out of there. Let me just turn my camera around. Isn't that just gorgeous? And why can't it be that green year-round? You guys know that we've had our issues with this particular pasture. We had it clear-cut. And in all of that process, we had no idea that the soil there was going to be so acidic. And I guess that's normal after years and years of decomposition from pine trees and other types of leaves, live oaks, white oak, and everything else. It can really turn your soil into a, very acidic. And so we did not realize that. We really had no idea what we were doing. We've learned the hard way after going through a fairly expensive hydro seeding where nothing grew, and then finally having the ag extension come out and take some numbers to find out that we have to actually find a way to alkaline or provide a base mineral into our soil to get it to the right levels to grow grass. Now you're saying, Lester, it looks like it's amazing grass. Well, that's winter grass. That doesn't count. That's not the kind of grass that we need. Ryegrass will pretty much grow anywhere, but it's only going to grow for a very short time when the weather's cool and the soil temperatures are cool. That will die out as soon as the spring and summer hit. And what we have to do is establish soil that can sustain a good, solid pasture grass. And right now, that is not it. But nonetheless, today we're working in this pasture right over here, this little paddock. This is where our goats are going to be able to come. They'll have that gate that will stay open right there, so every day they can walk out into the pastures if they want to. They can also circle around the back side of the ostrich pastures and go down into the woods when we take our daily walks. So this is going to be their new home. I have to clean this up. The water trough is too high for most of them, so I will have to come by and clean out the old cow water trough, switch it out with the birds and give them a smaller one they can drink out of. So we have our hands full. It's cleanup day, guys. It's a cleanup day. And you know what I do? I will promise you to try to find a way to make it fun. I know no one wants to watch a guy drag a pasture, but if I put playful music to it and put it in high speed, it makes it a little more tolerable. Shall we? All right, you guys join us. Come on, let's do it. Well, friends, I am not really one to brag, but this pasture looks amazing. And I never had to get off the tractor besides moving the camera around left or right. I have a lot of, well, most of that is really decent hay. There's a little bit of wet hay on the bottom, but there's some good, dry, edible hay over there for the goats. The pasture's been raked up pretty good. I've not even got the drag out here yet. Just using the small, what is a 20 horsepower tractor. Jamie's little Mahindra was able to do all of this, and look at that muck pile. This is awesome. Amazing little tractor. We don't talk about it enough, but we love it. It's not real Longhorn Lustrish, but a nice clean pasture is absolutely all the Longhorn Lustrish that it matters, right? There we go. Thank y'all for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.